Also, tonight we're going to talk a bit about the fact that there are some talkers on television and radio, led by Glenn Beck, who are not only abusing their position on the public airwaves, but they are instigating the kinds of violence that seems to be erupting around this country with the multiple shootings. And you know this program. I'm not going to mince words. These thugs like Beck are the ones who are most directly responsible. It's a drumbeat across this country all of a sudden, from Beck and Limbaugh, the usual host of people who truly hate this country. I don't know what their agenda is, except some sort of fascist state, or maybe they're trying to push the country into a convulsion of violence just because they think they can. But these are evil sons of bitches. Glenn Beck, Glenn Beck is a type that I doubt if there are very many people with a mind who would bring him a glass of water if he were dying of thirst. He's that bad. It really, Limbaugh is a rotund, obese clown. Beck is a threat, an absolute threat to public order. And as such, personally, if I were king for a minute, the first thing I would do would be to remove the son of a bitch from the airwaves and deny him, seriously, totally deny him permission to ever, or access to ever use him again. And before you send me your jerky little emails, you right-wingers talking about free speech only means that the government cannot inhibit your speech. Free speech is a qualitative product. It depends on what you're saying. Here in Georgia, if I call someone a son of a bitch, he has the right to shoot me. Yeah, literally shoot me. That's laws on the books now. So, and as I'm dying, I can scream free speech until hell freezes over, but it's not going to remove the fact that there are laws against certain kind of speech, hate speech, speech that is used to incite riots. Seditious speech. There's all kinds of speech that is not protected by the First Amendment. Glenn Beck has crossed the line. He's so far over into militia madness territory as to almost require somebody to pull the plug on his program, whether it's radio or television, wherever. It doesn't surprise me that the guy is on Fox channel, but this is ridiculous. I mean, it really is. He needs to be, somebody needs this. Actually, what happens is what should happen, somebody should take this guy out and, take him behind the bar and take his pants down and just paddle his ass till he can't sit down, since he wants to act like a booze-sodden child running around the airwaves, inciting people to pick up guns and go kill cops. I mean, there is a limit. God damn it, there is a limit. I get a lot of emails from people who say, how can you say God damn it on the air? Very simply, I just say it. I would suggest to you, how can somebody like Glenn Beck incite people to take up weapons? Michelle Bachmann is doing the same thing. The pig man has always done it. Hannity is trying to dip his toe into that swamp now. Michael Savage is another one. The list goes on and on. All these right-wingers who infest the airwaves seem to do this for sport, and it doesn't matter to them how many cops are left dead, how many non-cops, I mean just people are left dead, shot because some crazed son of a bitch is convinced that Barack Obama is going to take their guns, or they're going to be camps where our young people, that's Michelle Bachmann's newest, that this AmeriCorps expansion somehow is going to round up all the youth and put them in camps like Hitler Youth and reorient their minds so they'll all run out and get abortions and spit on the cross. I mean, there's some really sick people who are out there, not just in government, but on the airwaves. The ones in government, you can ignore. There's always been nutcases like Michelle Bachmann in government. But these guys, and they're mostly guys, although you also have this frantic moron Michelle Malkin who adds her voice to the mix. But these guys on right-wing talk radio and television who should not be mainstreamed, they should be up on a website someplace. Go to Stormfront. Go to IHateAmerica.org or someplace like that. They should not be on mainstream media. This is a polyglot society, and there's an awful lot of people running around out here who, once they're off their meds, they're gone. And they very easily, thanks to the NRA, can go get heavily armed with no background checks, no licensing, no nothing, walk into a school or an old folks' home or a church like this crazy son of a bitch did at the Unitarian Universalist Church not so long ago and decided he's going to kill the liberals. And this is Glenn Beck's operation. This is Michelle Malkin's operation. This is Michelle Bachmann's operation. This is all these right-wingers. This is their operation. This is what they're doing. It's incredible. It's unbelievable that this kind of garbage, this kind of this is not hate speech. I mean, this is not like going on the air and using the N-word or whatever. I mean, this is inciting people to commit murder. This is inciting people playing on their ignorance and their fear. The fear that the right wing has pumped into the society for 8 years. 8 years. Just like this crazy Sarah Palin now is got her bloomers in a wad because Barack Obama has decided to pull some of the billions away from this cartoon Star Wars SDI thing that was born in Reagan's addled brain 3 decades ago. And she now, Palin is saying, well, that makes Alaska vulnerable to nuclear bombs because of North Korea. Jesus H. Christ. What's his name? Inhofe is in, where's he at? In Afghanistan. And this crazy son of a bitch is saying that Barack Obama's, actually it was Gates, Secretary Gates, who was appointed by Bush, you moron, has decided to eliminate certain weapon systems that should have been eliminated decades ago. So Inhofe, Jim Inhofe, this crazed crackhead from Oklahoma who's in Afghanistan, standing there doing a video interview that's all over YouTube now, of course, picked up by all these crazy right-wing nut sites. There's Inhofe talking about how Obama is putting our soldiers at risk. These sons of bitches need to be silenced. They really do, because they are inciting. This is seditious speech. They want someone to take a shot at Obama. They want people to pick up guns and go into the streets and open fire. They want the kind of chaos. This is Hitlerian. This is how you get it started. You cause chaos in a society, and then that gives the government no option but to put down the kind of madness that these right-wingers want to see happen. You know, it's like enough. You know what I'm saying? It's a goddamn enough from these people. This is no longer funny. It isn't. And Glenn Beck should be the first one that's taken behind the barn and had his ass blistered and told to shut up, boy, go back and play with your whiskey bottles and stop inciting people to go commit mass murder.